Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about push-ups or different variations of push-ups you can do at home to help you build that strength to get that good clean push-up. So this is one of the most common questions I get asked: how do I build strength, or how do I do that right push-up? So today I'll show you 3 variations, but before we start, we're gonna talk about some key points to remember every time you do a push-up. So every time you do a push-up, either on your knees or in a full position, always making sure your shoulders are in line with your wrist. You could choose to do wider push-up or narrow, it doesn't matter, but avoid going too far forward or too back. Otherwise, you'll be putting too much pressure on your shoulder. So once you've got that straight line, you can go wide or narrower. A second thing, which is about how to keep your lower back or your spine. This will change depending on which variation we're doing, so I'll explain that as we go. So for your first variation, we'll start push up on our knees, hip in line with the knees, shoulder in line with your wrist. And from here, shoulders pushed back. Imagine you're trying to touch the ceiling with your shoulder blades. Second thing, chin slightly tuck in so that your head and your middle back are in one line. With variation 1, we'll keep our hips at 90 degrees. And with your hands, you can have your fingers slightly spread but always pressing in, or you can have your fingers closer to one another. Regardless, hands are always pressed in. You don't want your fingers off or your wrist coming off. Okay, so when you're set, hands, shoulders, hip, everything is set. Now, to begin, your body remains very stable. The only thing that moves in your body is your elbows. So you go down, low, 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 and off. If you need extra support, tuck your toes and then going in. So you may not have the strength initially to go all the way down, so go as far as you can and come back in. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And as you keep getting stronger, you can go all the way down and off. Now, I'll show you how it should look like from front. You do not want your elbows going out. Slightly turn your elbows in so that your arms are closer or your elbows are almost rubbing against your body. You can be really close or just have a 45-degree angle between your arm and your body, but you don't want to be coming out. Nice and close. In. So this is what it should look like if you watch me from front. Nice and low and off. My hips will always remain 90 degrees and off. So here is our first variation. Once you're able to go all the way down and do minimum 10 to 12 repetitions for 3 rounds, then you can go and start with variation 2. So variation 2 is again on our knees, but this time knees will go a little bit back, so my body comes at an angle. Now my head, mid, back and hips are still in line, so neutral, but at an angle. So hips are not 90 degrees. Now maintaining that. When we go down, keeping the posture again similar to the first variation we did, where we're taking care of our elbows and our wrist as well. So from here, when you go down, your hips go down with you, but at an angle. So you're going down and off, going down and off. 2 things to avoid is your hips dropping first before your chest touches the ground, or when you come up, coming up with your chest. So 2 things you keep in mind here. I'll repeat that, which is your low back dropping or you come up with your chest. So here, when you're going down, your bum goes down with you, but only thing that's moving or the action is coming from your elbows. So elbows bend, low, 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 and off. So now you want to practice this again after you've done a variation 1. Practice a variation 2, again building your strength up to be able to do 10 to 12 repetitions for minimum 3 rounds, and then we'll move to variation 3. So variation 3 is we'll combine your full push-up and your knee push-up. So you'll come up in a full plank position, which is legs shoulder width apart, and again you can choose to go wide or narrow. Your head, mid, back and bum remains in one line, so you don't want your hip dropping or hip too high, and shoulders are in line with the wrist. Now we'll attempt to do a full push-up. We'll try to go as low as we can and then let our body drop. So here, as low as you can. Okay, this is too hard. I'll let my body drop. And to come up, I'll tuck my toes and come up on my knees. So that's combining it with the second variation. So I'll come up as low as I can, and if it's too hard, I'll let my body drop and then push off using my knees. So this is a really good way. It teaches your body or gives your body a sense of how it would feel or how the muscles will respond when it's doing a full push-up. So work with that technique till you're able to hold that bottom position a little bit longer. So again, going as low as you can, let your body drop and then push back on your knees. All right, so here are the 3 variations. So to put them all together, first variation, you do your push-ups with your hips at 90 degrees. Second variation, your hips come at an angle, your head, mid, back, and bum are at an angle in a neutral spine. And third variation, you combine your full push-up with knee push-up. So go down as much as you can in a full push-up, let your body drop, and then you come back up with your knee push-ups. So try these variations, see how you go, give it time, make sure you practice at least twice, so thrice a week, 3 rounds of 12 to 15 repetitions before you go up to the next variation. I hope you like it and I hope you find this video useful. If you find it useful, do share with your family and friends who want to learn more about push-ups or just are on the same journey as you are. Let me know in the comments below how you found this video, and if you want to see more exercises or variations of push-ups or any other exercise just to help you build that strength, let me know and I will try to make more videos on it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Degree angle. And here's Hugo. Now, another thing to be careful about is hello. Another thing you wanna keep in mind is your elbows are always tucked in. You don't want your elbows going out. You want your elbows nice and close to you. Go away. You want your elbows slightly tucked in. So you want your elbows slightly tucked in and then you go down. He needs some attention. Position. Tuck your toes, tuck your knees.